The prettiest girl alive said, Tony, I'll go on a date with you under one condition. I was like, yeah, sure, what is it? And she said, can you please explain to me what the Lakers need to do to be able to win an NBA championship this season? I tried asking her if I could give her $1 million instead, but she insisted. Can you guys believe one of the video recommendations was to show my face on camera? If you said no, you're an evil person. But I agree with you. Traditionally, LeBron James championship teams have had a lot of great defense and a lot of shooters around him. And we combined that this year with Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook and all that comes with them, the good and the bad. In order to really understand how the Lakers can be a championship team, we really need to dive into what they're doing wrong, how they can clean it up, and whether or not they can clean it up. My name is Tony, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and join the Per Sources community in debating whether or not the Lakers can be a championship team or not. Hi, my name is Tony, Per Sources. Today we're going to look at the Los Angeles Lakers and try to prove to the prettiest girl alive that the Lakers can win it. We're going to be digging deep here. Let's talk about what they do well and what they don't do well. For starters, the Lakers are 19-19. They are 8th in the West, chasing the 5th seed Denver Nuggets. They are 24th in offensive rating, 14th in defensive rating, 18th in assist percentage. And stats are interesting and all, but let's talk about what the Lakers' identity is. And to be honest, no one knows yet, not even LeBron, not even Frank Vogel. One thing we can do is try to figure out why they've struggled so much. And I'd like to give a disclaimer. I'm the biggest Russell Westbrook fan on the planet. However, he's been a big part of their struggles. The Brody ranks number 2 in turnovers in the NBA. We'll get back into that later. But one thing I really want to highlight is I underappreciated how valuable Avery Bradley was to the Lakers. As their pieces start to come back, the Lakers really need to revert back to being that tough-nosed defensive team. And in the paint, they just haven't been that this season. While it's nice to start getting some of the young wings back that can defend the perimeter, the Lakers do give up the 26th most points in the paint. They also give up the 24th most second chance points. The most discouraging part, they actually rank 4th in defensive rebounds. Combine that with 26 most points off turnovers given, they cannot afford to be sloppy. And their 24th ranked offense, 18th in assist percentage, cannot afford early breaks in the shot clock. The Lakers have to be better. They have a lot to clean up. Some encouraging news is as guys start to come back, the Lakers do show flashes of greatness. For instance, here's an example of a quick 3 by Malik Monk. LeBron James championship teams typically have great shooters around them and great defenses. The Lakers cannot waste fast break opportunities. They rank 4th in fast break points. That is why the Lakers cannot afford to waste these opportunities, especially after playing good defense. When Westbrook turns the ball over, it's really demoralizing to the entire team. By the way, one theme here you're going to see a lot is, man, Avery Bradley is really underrated. When reviewing this tape, one thing that really stood out is his ability to guard Anthony Edwards and the many Westbrook turnovers and wasted fast break opportunities. You could say this wasn't his fault. LeBron was doing his best Anthony Davis impersonation there. Worth noting, over the last 2 games which the Lakers won, including this one, the Lakers were a top 3 defense in the NBA. Yes, a lot of that is who they're playing against, but also if you notice Avery Bradley taking Anthony Edwards out of the play, forcing the other guys try to generate offense. You guys remember that Monk turnover earlier? This is why I think the Lakers can't clean up their faults. Same play, he makes it this time. Cleaning up the points in the paint is going to be a little bit tough. I can't say enough about Avery Bradley and the importance of having your entire roster back. That is why there's a lot of question marks about the Lakers. Their struggles become magnified when Carmelo Anthony enters the game. More points in the paint. The Lakers need to clean that part up if they're going to win it all. And on the other end, you really need talentless Horton Tucker to continue to be a scorer for the Lakers. Again, you need to be able to surround LeBron with shooters and defenders. That's why I really like Stanley Johnson, and I hope the Lakers keep him. However, generating offense without LeBron is going to continue to be a struggle for the Lakers. If you guys really want to understand pain and understand why the Lakers need AD back in the worst way, watch this clip that I titled a struggle. I got nothing else. You will know pain. As a Celtics fan, that was delightful, but not as delightful as watching my boy Melo make it rain. AD is not the only answer. Watch Trevor Ariza's box out. This is very essential. I love to see the Lakers make a defensive stop, but then on the other end, you got to figure out how to score without LeBron. The ball has to move. You can't get stagnant, especially talentless Horton Tucker. You have to find a way to score without dribble. You have an open 3, you have to take it. You can't just waste opportunities. It's almost as if the bad version of Westbrook is talentless Horton Tucker's role model. Just take it to the hole, man. Figure out a way to score, move the basketball, or act like a hillbilly Kobe and just take the damn ball to the rim. Talentless Horton Tucker has to be better. The Lakers need scoring off the bench. I'm really hoping Anthony Davis helps clean up some of this because it's painful to watch. If the Lakers can just clean up their points in the paint and the second chance opportunities and continue to knock down shots, they might be all right. One thing the Lakers do not lack is shot makers. They have a lot of guys that make shots. They just make a lot of mistakes that championship teams do not make. The good news is they have the best player in the game to build around. To all the critics say LeBron can't play defense, trust me, when it matters, down the stretch, he can play defense. Even at 37, LeBron James continues to be a dominant two-way player in the NBA. The Lakers cannot afford to squander opportunities, but even when they do, they need to be able to get back, play defense, and clean their mistakes up. How much can Anthony Davis help? Well, let's take a look. The threat of Anthony Davis is at least going to make defenders question how easy is it to score in the paint. On the other end, you know you have an unstoppable beast that can score in any way he wants. Most importantly, without needing LeBron James to do so. Even when he doesn't score, he can command a double or triple team, kick it out. Even when the Lakers don't capitalize on that, Anthony Davis can still clean up a lot of their mistakes. And I mean a lot of their mistakes. It's wild how it's January and really don't know what the Lakers look like yet. How good would they be if you had Anthony Davis doing whatever he wants on the other end? As you guys can see, the Lakers do a lot great and a lot bad. They're running in mud. That's why they're 19-19. Every time they take a couple steps forward, they take 4 steps back, then take a couple more steps forward. It's been an up and down season for the Lakers. The real question is, can they climb up to the 5th seed and at least put themselves in a position to compete for an NBA championship? I don't think they're better than the Warriors. I'm not quite sure they're better than the Phoenix Suns or Utah Jazz. I was never high on the Lakers. I don't love their roster construction. I don't think they're going to win the championship. However, I really want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you think. Do you think the Lakers can win it all? Really curious to see what you guys have to say. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you guys join the Per Source community and debating at the Lakers and every other team around the association. Once again, thank you guys.